Function Mix on HB Radio.
Man, DJ Heartbreaker, HB Radio, HBRadioLV.com, The Function Mix, DJ Prenup live in the ones and twos, XOA. Oh my gosh. The one, the only, Kailah. I was about to really fuck it up.
Casillas.
Welcome to the show.
Hey.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
You look so beautiful today.
Thank you.
Mikey. Hands are up, man. Hands are up. I don't want to end up like Brent. All right, man. We just gonna start off real unclassy today, man. That's what we're doing. No, I'm just joking. We appreciate you coming in.
I'm happy to be here.
That's awesome. Shout out to Mikey P for making this happen. Thank you, brother. And stay locked. Mikey P is next, but let's start with the basics. How did you start into reality TV?
So I had just graduated college. This is almost 4 years ago. And I did not want to get a real job. It's just like not for me. So I was just, scrolling online one day, like what's MTV casting for?
Oh.
And I just happened to see that they were casting for The Real World. So I applied and I really did not think anything of it. It was like a 3-second little thing. I'm like, I'm never going to get this. And then one thing led to another, and I was on my way to Vegas to be on The Real World, and I was like, this is not happening to me right now.
Is there a possibility that you could have ended up on a different network?
I don't know. I mean, maybe. I would love to be on Big Brother someday, so that's different. And back in the day, way before I tried out for Real World, my dad and I were in the running to be on Fear Factor.
Oh.
So that was close, but I'm happy that didn't work out, right?
Do you ever, I know you guys have talked about it, or have you been in American Ninja Warrior before?
I have not been on American Ninja Warrior. Mikey has.
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And any chance
that's the story for
you're going to try out for that?
If I do, it won't be for a while. I'm not in good enough shape right now for that, and that shit is hard.
Yeah, it looks hard.
I just want to talk about all of your amazing
accolades, we'll call them.
Yeah,
accolades.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, bro.
I like that. Making me sound important.
Well, you are. You're building a brand. You're building an empire.
My own brand, not Lindsay Lohan's brand.
Yeah, most definitely.
No, Kailah Beats Club.
Yeah. Hey, hashtag.
The Real World, Go Big or Go Home. Challenge Invasion of Champions. Challenge Dirty 30. Vendettas. Challenge Final Reckoning. Champs versus Stars. And the newest, Lohan Beach Club.
I know, it's crazy. It doesn't feel like I've done that many shows, but I guess I have.
Wow.
I feel like the challenge went super quick, all three of those.
Yeah, it happened so fast. It was like I would get off one show, have like a week or two home, and then I'd be getting calls for another show, and I'm like, what the heck? It was like just a spiral effect. It's crazy.
That is insane. So I have to ask, I'm a big junkie of reality TV.
Yeah.
Especially The Challenge. It's like one of my favorite shows. Even more so now that you're on it. But I am a biased CT and Bananas fan. Okay.
Ooh.
I think everybody is, though. Honestly,
Thanks.
It's not their personality, more so it's just their athleticism. You know what I mean? And
Bananas has no athletic ability right now. That man's old and not winning shit. What are you talking about?
it's like Kanye West, right? It's like Kanye sucks right now.
Right. Okay.
But we can't take away what he's done in the past.
I like that comparison, and I can stand by that.
Okay. Is the challenge real, or is there a?
We said like a guideline.
Yeah,
is there there needs to be drama at this point, so make it happen, or
no?
So is it really like reality TV, or is it kind of scripted?
It's nowhere close to being scripted at all. So pretty much if you put, a bunch of crazy people into a house, all 30 of us, and we're all in our mid-20s, drinking alcohol, there's going to be drama no matter what. And what you guys see is maybe like 1/3 of the drama that actually happens. There's usually fights every single night. It's craziness, but they can only show so much in the hour that's given.
Yeah.
Do they truly live by the, fighting policy? Or do you think your experience in Final Reckoning was the first real example of someone being sent home?
I think that it depends. Unfortunately, that fight that I got into happened on the very first day, the very first night. I hadn't even slept in my bed yet.
I was so
mad. And I think that played a lot into it. It was like right off the bat, I'm already getting into shit. So I think if it were to have happened maybe later in the season, maybe one of us could have gone home and not both.
Yeah.
And hopefully that would have been me.
Would have been
but
her.
yeah, I think so. But I don't know. It depends on situational stuff.
Right. Okay. So now you're on Lohan Beach Club, and you are a VIP host. Is that correct?
Yeah. So I came in a week or so late to join all these people. I didn't know what to expect. None of them had ever done anything reality TV wise before, so I wasn't sure what they were like. I didn't know what these people, I didn't even know what I was getting myself into.
Right.
So it was weird for me because when you're used to doing one thing, like I'm so used to the challenge, and that's like, it's so different. That kind of show, like a game show in comparison to a Lohan show. So I had a lot of adjusting to do right off the bat.
Right. So your first moments at Lohan Beach Club, can you describe?
Yeah, I walked in. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know if Lindsay was going to be there. I didn't know if these people were going to be cool or not with me. And they ended up being, the majority of them, pretty cool people and pretty chill people. I don't know if they're the best people for reality TV because they were so nice, but
They have thick skin for it. Sometimes you gotta be an asshole,
it's
right?
like, yeah, it's kind of boring to watch really nice people living in a house, and that's kind of what I came into. I'm like,
Yeah.
So as far as the other VIP hosts, okay, do you think that they're really qualified for doing what were hired to do?
oh, like at the beach club?
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, there wasn't all that much work to do. You just kind of walk around, make sure people are happy, and hope that Lindsay doesn't change the rules that day.
See, that's what it seems like. That's what it seems like.
Depends
like
on how she's feeling.
People are walking around and then they get mad that they're walking around. It's
Yeah.
like, but you ask them to kind of do that. So
Exactly. Like when you saw the episode that aired last night, Jules and whatever
May.
her name are were walking down the beach handing out flyers, and then
Right.
they get in trouble for handing out flyers, and it's like, well, you just told me to do that.
Yeah.
So like it was very annoying. There wasn't a lot of structure to it, and that's why I was getting so frustrated.
and then you call them out.
Constantly trying to have to speak up for everyone because all of these people
They're too
are
nice to
too
say
nice
anything.
to say anything. So I'm like, all right, well, I'm the new girl, but I guess I'll be the one to freaking stick up for you guys.
Do you always feel like on all the shows that you're on that you're the one to stir the pot the most?
Yeah.
Would you say it has to do with like your personality, or is it just the experience with actually being in it for a while?
It's just kind of like, fuck it, why not? Like,
okay.
if you're bored with life in a house of people, why not stir the pot a little bit?
Just a little bit.
Okay, so I really want to talk about Brent and Sarah, but I don't know if I want to wait to the end or if we can do it now. So you came in your first episode on Lohan Beach Club, and you just
Made a comment, and then the comment turned into the fight.
It spiraled really quickly. I actually didn't expect it at all, but right when I got there, one of the first thing Brent says to me is that he was dating Sarah. And
we saw that at the beach.
I knew that I was only a week late, so I'm like, wait, so did you know her from before the show, or like you love her because you met her last week? And he's like, oh no, we just started dating now,
It's TV
like
love.
here. I'm like, what? Are you?
She was like, "You sound stupid." You know that, right?
Yeah, like, you know how crazy that sounds? He
Well,
goes, yeah, I was love at first sight. I'm like,
I think it's really cool. The angle is really cool, right? Because you're on a show and you're being filmed, so you don't know what we got to watch. Well, you don't know what happened prior to, right? Nobody's gonna tell you what happens. But Brent had already fucked it up for himself,
yeah.
calling her a 6 or a 7?
7 or something, and then tequila got falling on his face. And
Yeah,
Yes.
they kind of all filled me in really quickly about Brent, and I picked all that up on my own. Like right when I got there, how he was talking about the other girls and stuff. I was like, all right, well, this guy is a total douche, so I'm gonna have to call him out at some point.
Okay, so let's get away from Brent real quick
Yeah.
because he's a douchebag.
Yeah.
Who do you get along with most in the house?
At this point, I would say, I love Mike. He's really cool. I have a group chat with Gabby and Jules. They're really cool. Some of the boys are, like Billy and all of them. I don't have a problem with them.
Right.
I just don't talk to them as much. I don't ever talk to Sarah. I don't ever talk to Janita, and I don't ever talk to Brent or May.
Yeah.
Never.
Did you know Brent prior to the show?
I knew of him. Mikey knew him from around.
Right. Because you all work in the same industry.
Yeah, so, and I think I had seen him around maybe before, but I didn't know anything of him except for what people told me right before I left, because I kind of got whiffed. They had like a thing online of like leaked cast members. So I looked at it and I was like, okay. So I looked him up. I told a couple people before I left about him, and one of my friends was like, oh, you're going to be on a show with Brent? That guy's got the personality of a dead moth. How'd he get on there? I was like, whoa. And the person who said that is someone that you guys know.
I feel like that's
Someone
like
that we
completely
know, huh?
accurate though. Like he should have douche tattooed on his forehead.
Yeah.
That's how I feel
I'm
about
so
it.
done.
You're gonna have the producer just have a screen on his head.
Yes,
For every
yes.
part of the episode.
Because every time he opens his mouth, it's like stupid pours out.
Yes.
It's like,
For real.
it's-
Hey, Brent. Hey, buddy.
I hope you're watching this.
I hope you're watching this. Oh, I'll see you around. It's okay.
For sure.
I don't like you either, man.
So will
and I don't
Mikey.
even know you.
So will Mikey.
Is there any spoilers you can share?
Yeah. So next episode,
Oh, it's
they
getting
kind of
juicy.
showed like a
getting
little
juicy.
preview of what was happening. You see me crying on the phone. So that's actually a conversation that I was having with my dad. He gave me some words of wisdom on how I should approach the rest of the season, which is really good advice. And I hope that they show everything that he said, because he said some pretty funny shit. So there's that and that episode, and yeah, that's all I can say.
Okay.
It's a good one. It's a good one though.
Thank you. We appreciate what you can give us.
So you started a podcast.
Yeah, well, we'll see. Kind of.
It kind of started.
It kind of started. Me, Jemmy, and Marie from The Challenge all were like, oh, let's make a podcast. Well, easier said than done, because we recorded our first episode and it's like all three of us are loud and obnoxious. So the whole episode was just us yelling at each other. We stopped being friends like 4 times within the hour. I was like, we gotta re-record it.
Maybe you and me can talk off air. Maybe we could do something with HB Radio. Maybe. I don't know. I don't know. I'll dye my hair blue for you. Whatever you need, man. For sure.
You mean the beard? He's got no hair.
Yeah, you got.
You like me, balled up top, hair at chin.
Why you do me like that, bro?
That's what I do, baby.
Oh, okay. Have you ever seen a bald DJ before?
Am I looking at one?
Yeah. I'm like, yeah, Carl Cox is pretty bald. I don't know what kind of music you like, but I mean, there's a lot of bald DJs, dog.
Okay, so you got sent home on Final Reckoning. You were disappointed for sure.
Yeah, it was a really shitty day because that flight to get to Africa is long. And I had to pretty much pack up and fly home within a day.
So did they really just put you back on a plane and send you home?
I stayed in sequester for like a full day, and then I spent the night overnight while they were trying to make their decision. And then the next day, they broke the news and were like, you gotta pack up and go.
So it seems like The Challenge, like, because there's a few shows on MTV and they do fight and they don't do anything to them. They're like, oh, okay, it's fine.
Yeah,
But
just like Lindsay Lohan, Peach Club.
Right. She got punched in the face.
She literally, yeah.
We're too nice to send you home.
Yeah, and they didn't send her home. And then you barely pushed, what's her name? I don't even know.
Who cares?
Yeah, I know. Barely pushed her, and it was like, okay, you both are leaving. And I'm like,
Yeah, and then later in the season, Sylvia headbutted Marie in the face.
She didn't go home.
She got to stay.
Yeah.
But whatever.
Damn.
I mean, I try not to think about it because.
Do you see
what happens
TJ
happens.
here in Vegas?
I've seen him at Greens and Protein a couple times.
That's about it?
Yeah.
So there's no like conversation about show or...
Nah, we're not allowed to hang out with him because of obvious reasons.
Right.
Yeah. So I say hi, I say what's up, but he can't hang out with us too much.
Okay, so Kailah's here with us. HB Radio, HBRadioLV.com, DJ Prenup XOA. Hot Cheetos
Hell yeah.
or hot Doritos?
Hot Cheetos all day.
Okay.
But have you tried the hot Doritos? Have you tried them?
I have not.
Okay.
But.
I don't want to say they're better,
Oh, come
but they're
on.
damn close.
I
They're
don't
damn
know.
close. I will always be a hot Cheeto fan. I will always be a hot Cheeto fan, especially the hot Cheeto with the lime.
Hell
Favorite
yeah.
right there.
So
And the hot Cheeto puffs, not
so
poops,
good.
puffs.
Is that really how you say it?
They're puffs, yeah.
Oh,
So-
They are
I've been
puffs.
saying poop.
So sorry to get a little
Say
personal.
poofs?
Yeah, no.
What is wrong with Cheetos?
We went to
A poofy
Mexico.
Cheeto.
No.
We went to Mexico and it was like poofs and not like puffs. So, but that was it. But they're pretty good. Give it a try.
Okay.
You don't have to like it. I'm just saying.
Okay.
I believe you. Hot fries are good too, though.
Hot fries are fire.
Okay, I have a question.
All those are the shit.
How did your, like, beef, I guess, with Cara start? Twitter?
No. It started on Dirty 30 when me, her, Camilla, and Jenna all decided to create an alliance together. And I ended up saying her name to send her into redemption. So after that, she hated me.
Oh,
That's kind of
yeah.
whack.
Okay, yeah,
That's not even like a joke.
She's never gotten over it. I've tried with her. We've talked. After Vendettas, when I did a final with her, she wrote me this really nice letter saying thank you for not screwing me over in the final. I thought we were going to be cool after that. All of it's going to be squashed. But then it's always something with her. It's always her shading me in some way or just doing dumb shit. Like Jenna just got her boobs done the other day. Posted a picture about it. Cara comments some snide stuff underneath it like, well, do what you want with your body, blah, blah, blah. I don't know. It's just like dumb shit. Like, why'd you even say anything?
Yeah.
Well, and on her
that's
story,
hater.
too, I saw she was like, because you just got your boobs done.
Yeah.
And on her story, she was like, oh, well, I don't have to change this about myself. And I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, well, that's you.
That's
She
cool.
said
yeah,
that she said that in a comment under the picture too. Like someone was like, "When are you getting your boobs done, Cara?" And Cara's like, "Oh, never. I love my body the way it is." Like all this shit. Like you're underneath a picture of a girl who just got them done, and you're saying that. You know how stupid you sound.
Yeah.
It's just I hate that shadiness. That's the one thing about me. Like if I don't like you or if I have something to say to you, I'm probably gonna say it to your face, no matter what. And Cara's not that kind of person.
So our intern here at HB Radio is the same way. She speaks her mind. It's
Say how
typically,
you feel.
It's typically about me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, I'm usually underdressed or too short or I don't know. She
Yeah.
said I'm wearing pajamas today. I
Before
don't-
you guys came in, we're like, oh, he's pulling up his sleeve to get ready, and she's like, it's because he's short. That's why he's pulling up. So it's arms can show. It's like,
Oh
damn,
my
damn,
god!
the savagery.
I
love
like
it.
it though. I like it. I would rather you be direct than go and be all shady and
Exactly. Like, go
True.
tell the next person that you don't like them. Like, why
Come
can't
on.
you just tell them that you don't like them?
So your man is a musician. He's an artist. So I'm sure you guys watched the Grammys this last Sunday.
Actually, I didn't.
Oh no. Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask.
That makes two of us.
She tells the truth. I'm gonna ask you a couple questions, and I want your first response. Okay. Cardi B or Nicki Minaj?
Ooh, Nicki Minaj.
Ooh, off the back. Okay.
He's wiping his hands over there like. Why?
I don't know. I just don't think that Cardi has the flow like Nicki does.
Right. Okay.
And all her songs to me kind of sound the same. I don't know.
Okay. Do you think Cardi is deserving of her Grammy this year?
I didn't even know she got one, first of all, because I didn't watch.
Damn.
But I've always been kind of biased about that since I was on Champs vs. Stars with Cardi's little sister. So I met her.
Okay.
We don't have beef, but I
she
don't
was
know.
obnoxious.
Tensions.
There's a lot.
Yeah, it
There's a
was
lot to deal with.
Tensions were there.
All right. You ready for the next one? Soldier Boy or Tyga?
I don't know. Soulja Boy kind of brings me back to high school, so for some reason I want to go Soulja Boy. Just it's nostalgic at this point.
That Gucci headband is really fucking nostalgic, man.
I've been
Say
seeing
it.
that everywhere.
I'm gonna get you a fake one. Okay. I'm definitely not buying you a real one. Kayla. Oh,
Sorry.
There you
My
go.
bad, my bad.
See, like it just brings you back. Like, yeah, good times.
We appreciate you for stopping by.
Thank you.
Where can everyone follow you? Social media. I know you love to do the social media thing. So
You can find me on all of my accounts are at Kailah KAILAH _Casillas CASILLAS.
that's the word I didn't know how to
Casillas,
pronounce.
Casillas, however you want to say it. Gotta go with whatever.
And this won't be your last time stopping by HB Radio for
No,
sure.
of course not.
We
I'm
appreciate
here for the
you.
hot Cheetos.
Okay.
There we go.
Always
As
have hot
supply
Cheetos.
the
That's
hot
all.
Cheetos.
That's all I'm gonna do then. I'm just
We'll
gonna be
fine.
like, got hot Cheetos on deck. Let's.
I heard someone order chicken nuggets. Maybe I'll get that next time.
Oh.